Hello, what's happening, everybody? Hope you're having a beautiful and amazing day. Very happy to be here on this awesome Friday. Hope you're having a great one. The Princess Emmy Bear, Calendar Man, Umber Ember, Aroven, T-Minus, NS Meowner, Tharson, and all the other cool early people. Let's head on in here. We got some base stuff to do, and then we're going to go from there. Okay, we got 45,000 stone during the break. Nice. Okay, well, I was thinking about the base last night, and what I want to do here is I want to redo the base in such a way that we're using a lot of gathering huts. I believe the gathering huts will work. I believe they're going to work when we're offline, so I think this is the more efficient way to set up like a passive farm. The most important value for us currently is going to be stone and gold, I think. But anyways, we got some work to do in this regard. If the gathering huts work out the way I want, then I don't actually need the stone mines. So that's a thing. For starters, let's plug these pieces back in as we don't need to use them right now. Hey there, Qualis. What's up, Corngar? Okay, well, for starters, let's get this stuff moved around real fast. And I also think this is the case we don't actually need the stone yard and lumber yard. So I guess to begin, something we can do is take these gold mines. Just going to plop them up here. Almost. I don't quite want to break all these down just yet because I'm not 100% sure that... Well, I guess we see right here we have broken stone, so the gathering huts definitely work then. Yeah, there's Fast 9 available on every difficulty, all the way up through every new game. So there's Fast 9 base game, which we're going to round out today, and then Fast 9 for the rest. Okay, well... Doesn't fit, why not? Oh, because it's that shape. Cool. Yeah, there's Fast 9 available for every level, and there's also Fast 9 available for the new difficulties too. So each stage has its own Fast 9s, which we're scaling these trophies off of. I don't know, with how easy these buildings are to make, I think I'm just going to drop them. I can always remake here. Am I really missing here? Oh, I see. Kenpachi, we're about 50 hours right now, so we're definitely pretty far in. Alright, I'm just going to break these down. They actually aren't that hard to rebuild. And then let's build some grand trees to plug these gaps. Oh, we also have one here. This is going to be a reimagining of our setup here. I have a really good idea of how to set this up. It's a matter of where I want to put the gatherers' huts themselves. That's going to be the tricky part. Yeah, this is definitely the way. Okay, so one thing we have established on previous days is that the best place to set up is on corners or edges. Very similar to how we make a tube. We want to make additional tubes for the rest of our stuff. Part of me thinks that maybe 3 forest tiles is plenty, and then we go 3 here as well. Okay, so this is this. I'm gonna break this down like so. Really missing a tile here, or am I overshot on them? Overshot on this one. All right, next up, we're gonna go dense wheat here. So one of the great things about this game is you get a 100% refund on tiles, so there's no downside to breaking things down and then reimagining them like this. Okay. You're totally free to rearrange your base at any time with no real malice to the player. It's really fantastic. Okay, let's take a granite slab here. Right now I'm considering how I want to set up the gathering huts. Like what's the format for those that's going to be the most concise? Daisy, you sure are a cat in my life. You know that? Sure are. Yeah. What a good kid. Get out of here. This cat right now. He almost knocked over my drink. I think you know that. So, I mean, basically, this section right here is its own contained unit because it has the house and the adjacent harvest. So these aren't actually getting harvest from. Just put those in the corner for right now. And we have a similar feel over here. Make sure it's upgraded. It is. Except for I got the wrong positioning. Nearby wheat fields we go 45% faster. So we at the very least want to take one of these and move it over. When we get done with this, it's going to look really awesome. Okay, this is also, for now, kind of its own contained unit. Daisy, you are a cat in my life right now, okay? Get out of here. Okay, to that end, we also don't need this farmhouse. For the love of God, this cat right now. What is your problem, girl? What is your problem? Oh, you're a cat? Okay, that makes sense. There wasn't a ripple in a rug, guys. That was the problem, okay? There was no ripple in the rug. Big issue for Kitters right now. Alright, I'm also going to break down these gold mines. Did a lot of gold farming yesterday. Fair. Okay, so we need 14 huts in total. Let's get those built right now, and then we'll start placing them and moving them around. Yo, goodbye, Blue Sky. Thanks so much for 33 months. Appreciate that. All right, gathering huts. Gonna cap that and get these built. This is the in-game music, Indy. Yep. These upgrade, they do. I guess I can just select them all to upgrade. Don't mind if we spend a little extra cash here getting this set up, because it's going to be the, I think, in-game setup. Oh, they got out between the gathering huts. Good for them. Good for them. You can see these things aren't as tightly gapped as the other ones. That's fine. We're just going to put all of our units inside of these gathering huts. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to move these. Okay, so I think to start, it's probably best if we have the gathering huts up against a wall. I guess we can start with the top wall, probably from this corner. Maybe we'll do it in kind of like a V. Like go here, and maybe a couple gaps over. This will give us some lanes. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah. For now, let's just plug this in here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to break down all of the stuff here that's not a part of the... Not a part of this setup. Okay, we also need one more row of wheat here. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult to make room. Okay, good enough. Yo, Blitz K10, thanks so much for 18 months. Much appreciation. Okay, cool. We've made room. I wonder if we can get one more gap in between these. Maybe do it like this. I think this is going to be the way to go. This one's a little awkwardly placed. I'll reassess that in a minute. I guess it is wider than it is tall, huh? Interesting. Okay, well, this is where we are. I think this 3-wide gap might just be a little bit of an indulgence. Let's just put these 2 huts over here, or 3 huts over here, and we'll figure out their placement. They can go in the middle somewhere, too. Nothing wrong with that. Part of me actually wonders if putting them side by side on the top is reasonable. Let me do a 1-tile gap per hut. Because now I have to figure out how I want to space the stone, which is not necessarily an issue, but it's a consideration here. Got to do it in rows, basically. I think 2 tiles is just smarter here. Yeah, but that's not 2 tiles. Might actually be easier to place the stones and stuff first and then do the huts. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to get this lined up with the huts, but I can just make a grid system with the stone here quite easily. We know we need to leave ourselves a 2-tile gap at the front, but we'll get these down in a second. Okay, so that's fine to begin. May also be possible that I don't need to put any gapping in between. Let's do strips of 2. This is looking nicer already. put somebody in this. Let's just say this guy. Yeah, that should be a very adequate balance. Okay, what if instead of what I'm trying to do, I just fill the entire thing up and then put the huts in the middle of the stone? Hard to see how this is going to play without actually having it down. I was initially imagining putting him through, you know, the rows of stone, but I can see why that'd be less than optimal. I think the correct spot for this wheat in the forest is up here. Just with 14 people auto-harvesting every 10 minutes, what's the correct amount of spacing? I am liking the way this looks. Oh yeah. So we go on the right-hand side one. I think we're probably okay to block this off a little bit more. But before we do, I'm going to be building a lot more resources on the playfield. Right now I'm just trying to figure out the gapping on everything, because the gapping is going to be really important for the auto harvest. But I do think this is going to increase our overall harvested amount by over 100%. So taking a moment to do this is very important. No, you cannot reroll harvesting perks, so they're generally pretty inconsequential. Okay, this leaves us with 2 huts over here. Probably just put them in this zone and put some wheat and stuff over here. Okay, let's finish out building. Also, really with this being the way it is, I have no reason not to fill up the side here. Another option is to put the huts in the middle. I think huts in the middle has its own set of issues. That's a lot of upgrades. Okay, so one thing to see here too, I just want to make sure we still have a lane on this side, which we certainly do. Because if I end up making gold mines, at some point I want to at least have a lane to put those in. This certainly looks fine. At the moment, really just looking to upgrade a couple buildings. So I only need a small amount of lane here, which we certainly have set up. So that small lane will look like, here's the gap with the iron fortress, something like this. Yeah, this is fine. And then we can just put buildings next to it. There's no problem here. We can just slot in the buildings that are being upgraded in this little area and keep the iron fortress active. And then we want to go to gold mines, we just remove these and make a little space for them. Okay. Just a little rearranging here, a little housekeeping. For the sake of looking cohesive, I'm going to go ahead and build another set of forest here. Man, they're really going ham there. That's nice. Okay, well, I mean, having seen that, I think I'm just going to fill up the entire area with stone. See any reason not to. If that's how much 2 people harvested, if we're having 12 down here, that's definitely a step up. Okay, well, let's do it. I mean, what's really going to happen is they're just going to bounce out between the 2 sides anyways. Can even go like this, go all the way through. Definitely been an expensive venture here. So with this setup, I'm really not going to be harvesting for the most part in between rounds. I'm just going to be pressing for more upgrades. When we get down to wanting more gold, I will do some gold farm stuff, but we have a good way to set that up with just enough space here. Can always delete some stone as well, because again, we get the full price back. Might as well finish the job here, one sec. Do, 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 do. Okay, looks like there might be a maximum amount of tiles you can select at the same time. Yeah, if you guys have any development suggestions, please leave those in the official Discord for the game. Cheers. Personally, I think the system is extremely well built. Well, I'm sure some other features could be nice. A constructive place to leave those is the Discord feedback channel. Wow, we spent 400,000 here? A lot more than I thought we were going to. Maybe they actually were selected. Try again. Okay, everything's upgraded to level 3 here. Got a massive field of stone. Love it. Oh, right. We got this piece here. Right now, I love it and I hate it here. My spacing just got a little bit off with the way we have this set up. I think I'm okay to make a small concession here. Yo, Crawfish, thanks for 92 months. Much appreciation. Thank you, thank you. Okay, this is a dexterity building. I kind of just want to fit this in here right now. I want to keep all these buildings near each other so that when I get to upgrading them, I can at least swap them around. So I think this is going to be about as good as we're going to do for right now. There's definitely some weird gapping here, but it's okay. Okay, we have the 2 buildings here. So I think I'm just gonna fill in the rest with forest and wheat. Then we'll apply to all of the characters and go from there. That's actually pretty nice right here. Okay, I can see that's pretty nice. Does leave plenty of room. Gonna leave this little area without stuff, I think, for now. Okay, time for a build. Let's go here. Just finish this out with forest. Honestly, this cost a lot more money than I thought it was going to. It was certainly fine. Just interesting. Is there a way I can fit all of this crap down here? Good fit. Answer is not really. This'll work. So basically, I just need to leave barely enough room here to have room to move these buildings within each other so we can upgrade the various buildings. But this is looking good. All right, now it's time for upgrades, and then we're done building for now. Just got to place our units after that. I'm actually really surprised this costs over $500,000 to put down. Okay, that's the building we were upgrading there. Okay, so just quick check. Everything's upgraded. It is indeed. Now we need to place units in the remaining gathering huts. Yeah, we'll probably just, like, when we get around to it, if we want to have gold mines back, we'll probably just drop a row of stone to make that work. That's not our focus for today. All right, all 14 are set up and going. All right, so we spent about $600,000 there or so. Not bad. One more thing we got to do here is we need to get these buildings upgraded. I wanted to go for the dexterity building. One more dex. We'll go for a strength here. And we'll go for a grand museum as well. Interesting. There we go. Oh, right, we don't have a lot of people now for that. Okay, we'll just send out one per, and we'll be working on getting these 4 buildings upgraded. Nice. Taking a quick look at our numbers here. Just a quick restroom break for me, and then we will head into some fast 9 runs. All right, looking good. Let's see where we're at to start today. I was thinking about this real quick. Something I want to test is the base HP increase, because I was thinking about the stats and how the other ones have a multiplier for the shrine, and looking at the fungal forest one, it was just plus HP, and I felt like that was kind of weak. But if it's a multiplier, then it's not weak. So let me find this shrine real fast. Here it is. Here, let's actually move around our shrines real fast so we have access to the stat gains. This one's kind of important on placement still. Here's one. Here's one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's still 2 more shrines out there somewhere. There's 1. There's 7. Where's that last shrine at? There it is. Okay, so right now the shroom trophy's at 25.5. I feel like strength is going to be a multiplier of this number. So I want to do, let's do shield bearer cohabitants here on the opening run today. And then let's go to the fungal forest. I want to take a look at the starting HP and then see how much it goes up after the run. Get out of here, Daisy. Okay, so 781 HP. Yeah, it's fine, bro. It's Brian. Just want to get the stat increase and see what the number is. So we're at 700 and... is it 41? Restart this one. I forgot the number. Look at all that stone. Okay, they haven't even gone off yet. That's fair. Okay, shield bearer cohabitants. 781, I believe that. Okay, fungal forest, fast 9. I'll grab wind here. Pressure valve, love it. Yep, sure is. Tilted Gaming. Quite a few, in fact. Nuke's the main one. Great with Flicker as well. So after this, we'll start another run on this character set and see what the HP amount is. Because reasonably, this should give less than 1 HP, but if it's being multiplied by strength, then this level is probably worth completing on the Fast 9 amount. And I think once we're done with Fast 9, we're going to head into New Game Plus Fast 9 immediately and see if we can complete some of those. That's a good one. Yeah, let's go for a hemorrhage. We had maggot and hemorrhage together. It's gonna be awesome. Runs go so quick, it's nice. My favorite thing about Fast 9 is just a 5-minute run. Actually, less if you're clearing the way we are. Wow. We're on the base difficulty right now, Childish Trainwreck, so probably not on this difficulty. We're rounding up stats to prepare for the much harder difficulty. Boom, get shredded. Look at the numbers. They're looking pretty nice. Nice. Alright, so for this we get a bunch of plus HP on our shrine. So I'm curious if this is a multiplier or if it is a just a flat amount. If it's a flat amount, I'm probably not going to do any more fungal forest. But if it is in fact a multiplier, then it's very worth doing. So let's go just right into another run real quick. We'll send out our base harvest here, get these buildings worked on. Okay. We did Shield Bearer Cohabitant last time. We'll do the same thing just for cohesiveness sake. Let's go here. We're going to do... I completed all the levels here. Not Smoldering Depths. Interesting, I didn't have... Okay, here we go. We'll do Fast 9 Liminal Desert. And then we're going to check the starting HP when we get in here. If it's like 782, 783, then we know that the HP Shrine's not worth, but... Okay, 782. So the shrine for the HP is a flat amount, whereas some of the other shrines are multipliers. So now we know we're not going to... we're not going to be completing the fungal forest on Fast 9 here for the base difficulty, because it's just not worth on the scaling. It's fair. Now, getting endurance is definitely worth it, because that scales our HP amount. I was also thinking last night, there's a shrine that's for ball speed, and I was thinking that ball speed wasn't that good, but then when I actually started thinking about the value of ball speed, the faster the ball is, the quicker it gets to its finality and then gets reloaded. So I think the shrine that does ball speed is going to be really worth getting the statistics on as well. Go overgrowth. Blue. Let's go overgrowth laser, why not? Something to do. Let's just go for the gold here. I think we're definitely clear. Doo-loo-loo-loo-loo. Listen here, Hecky Snake Men. Yeah, this is gonna be good. You fell down. Gonna stay in here. Take that, Mr. Snake Man. Alright, base crit chance is a very powerful effect. It does go up in a very small way, but base crit with the amount of orbs that we have is really significant. how is that only plus 28? Unless the harvesting, I guess the time between runs really wasn't that much, so we didn't get that much harvesting actually happening. That's fair. Keep harvesting here. Maybe it turns out having stone houses is a little bit better than having the things. We'll see. Yeah, let's see how this one goes. I don't see any reason the bounces would be bad. Like, I think the matter of fact is we just didn't have enough time pass in order to make this really work. What? Okay, so there's an issue with spacing here where they're not actually going out because they're too crowded, apparently. Okay, so there's some kind of problem here. Okay. When's the next one to go? Right here. Let me just try removing these two. We'll observe this one here and see what happens. The worker bounces back into their building, they stop. Okay, well, in that case, we'll make some gaps. That shouldn't be too bad to mess with. That's good information to have. Okay, that is the case, so we need to set this up in a slightly different way. No problem. Actually not too hard to avoid. So that's these two. These two will be right here. Do, 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 do. Okay. Now we're cooking with mayonnaise. Why are they stuck here? I think I actually bugged this. Definitely did. Yeah, and interestingly enough, they're like on the playfield right now. It's a little funky. Yes, we will do a harvest cycle here. That's a great idea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me just try rebooting the game. Oh no. Yikers. Think we done broke the game. Indeed we did. Hey, that's fair. I think after today I was going to take a little break from the game anyways. So I'll take that as my sign. So I think what happened there is we got stuck in between having the harvest happen on the gathering huts. Has to be, because there's no way to continue it now. I'll definitely report that one on the official Discord, but hey. GG. It was a good run. Definitely an issue with gathering huts. Okay, let's go for the daily run of Spelunky 2. It is possible that if I try again in like an hour or two, it might actually work. I'll try after the stream because the game's still technically processing, so it's the chance that after it gets to harvesting with all of the huts that I've set, that the thing will reset. Very possible. Just gonna get the thing fixed up here. Let's get Penguin in hand here, and before we kick off this run, just going to take a very short break to have a little snack already prepared thanks to my lovely wife. When we return, we'll head directly into the Spelunky 2 Daily. Thanks for your patience during this brief intermission. Be back shortly for some more fun. All right, I'm sitting back down here. I know, Penny, your brother and sister are really upsetting. I get it. I get it, okay. Definitely some stinking thinking going on there. That's all I'm saying. Boom, 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 boom. All right, Spelunky 2 Daily starting here in just a sec. Penguin in the hole. Penguin to the moon, please sir, put the penguin down. Penguin to the moon. Penguin 180, turn around, chair, sit down. Okay, we missed the penguin toss, that's fair. That's why we warm up. All right, here we go. Yo, Wander in the Dark, thanks for 63 months. Much appreciation. Yeah, after this run, we'll check our Ball X Pit save and see if we bricked it or not. I do want this, pups. Could have just jumped on the thing, but I didn't. Oh, I can't get back out. Okay, that's true as well. Gotta make one change here. Better. A very small percentage sound change. Doom, 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 doom. Ooh, scary. Ropes. All right, get me out of here. Oh, there's a man-sized turkey. I mean, that is pretty hard to get into without angering Yang. It's not impossible, however. It was tough. I don't know if that's happening. I don't think so. I think this turkey town is just a bust here. Get out here, you ridiculous mole. Do, 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 do. Well, oh, buddy. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting a turkey town here. I wish. Me and my turkey stack are out of here. Okay, Kali Shrine and Pace. This is promising. I heard Hamster over there. Later, Tater. Oh, that's tough. That hit my my sacrifice there. I'm just gonna drop these off on the shrine. I mean, oh, nice. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Well. Oh my God. Listen here, man. I forgot I had pace there. I was throwing that into the spider web. That's not. Was not quite it. Ooh, Sprongs and Pace. Looks like a Vlad's run to me, man. There it is. There's that clang we want. Question is, can I make Kapala here? It feels like the answer is almost certainly no. Well, hold on a second. All right. That's worth a bomb to me. All right, Kapala get really great start for doing a Vlad's run here. Boom, 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 boom. Got him. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom. I mean, I don't see how this doesn't go Vlads. Paste and spring shoe. Bring it on, you oversized turkey. Bloop. Yehoda Fly, thanks so much for 3 months. Appreciate that continuation. Thank you all for an awesome stream so far. Had an unexpected interruption to our Ball X Pit playthrough as we either bricked our save or caused a glitch will be resolved as soon as these gathering huts are done. Which was kind of serendipity, because I was going to stop for a minute after today anyways, so the universe aligns. What got going on here? Maddox, always interesting. Here's the key area. Nice. Oh no, am I dead? I'm dead here. Not dead? Wow, lucky me. Lucky me. Okay, there's Vlad's prison. Love to see it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That whole section hinked me out pretty good, man. Okay, what's in the box? $8,000 piece of wood, you kidding me, man? Alright. He wasn't kidding, by the way. $8,000 piece of wood. Okay, drills here. I have Matic on hand, so I don't need to drop this through the lava, and I won't. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Game just has the best soundtrack. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, time to start a digging. Yep, drill also went through the Kali Shrine. Definitely did. It's fortunate this was before the bow, because at least we get to use the Matic to get down here. Your blood begins to run cold. Boopy chilly in here, man. Alright, follow me, Mr. Vampire. Any more cool vampire guys in here? There's one. He's gonna get hit with an arrow right away, though, which is kind of unfortunate. Any other cool vampire guys? No, it's the only one. Alright, well, we're gonna have to do our darndest here, then. That's fair. I deserve that. Truly. Not sure he's going to have enough health left. Like we're good. Nice. Alright, so Vlad's Cape doubles blood. We have Kapala, which heals us. And then the vampires also have a similar Kapala effect, so they can also heal off of blood. So we're just creating infinite juice. And with exactly 2 vampires, definitely tough to set up, so lucky and good. Now this 99 health means basically nothing, is the truth. Yo, Cantus HD, thanks for 16 months. Thank you all for that amazing sub support. The best way to support my particular content here on the site. No pop-ups, alert, sponsored gameplay, affiliates. Yeah, all excellent. He's helping. Help me out one last time, man. See those spikes over there? Those are for you. Yo, Spartan0214, thanks so much for 48 months. Thank you, thank you. Da-da-dun-dun-dun. How has the gain to voice balance been for every day? Sounds great in my headset, but did make some small adjustments since last time we played. That's a yikes. Double Magmar? Oh, thanks, man. Cheesy rice. That's scary in here, man. Scary in here. Yeah, they really nailed that lava glow lighting effect. Agreed. Game has some stupendous art. Alright, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Like we're definitely going to Tide Pool. We have great equipment for Vlads in Haste and Spring Shoe, but we're missing the green glove to complete the Qilin skip. That's a very awful gap. That's better. That's better. Should collect whatever gold I can in the back layer here. We're not like broke or anything, but if we had a bad gambling session at Madame Tusk, we'd want to have, well, closer to 100k. This is definitely fine. we have less money, there's also a technique we can use to kind of manipulate the dice. So if you whip the dice at Madame Tuss, you get either a 6 or a 1. So there's a little trick if you're low cash. If you roll a 6, you throw the dice normally. And if you roll a 1, you whip. And that way, if you roll a 6 first from whipping, you're guaranteed to either win the prize or make money. You can kind of extend your cash count out a little bit that way. We won't have to do that here, but it's a technique worth knowing. So sometimes you get to Madame Tuss with like 30 or 40,000, and it's a little bit grim when you get to gambling for 5k a pop. Sorry, Crabs, you're full of delicious juice. That's really your fault. That's really your fault. Machete, huh? We got 7 anyways. That's fair. 7's the easiest combination of dice to roll. A mathematical fact. Okay, that was a pretty, just awful gamble sesh there. We got no new equipments. And that's alright. They can't all be good. Shoe for the other foot. Cool. My back will be thankful for that. I feel like this is going to be an eggplant run. I don't know why. I just have that feeling. Listen here, you ridiculous crab. Do. Well, one might say you did that to yourself, and they'd be right. Okay, so there's no... I don't want that crab to stay alive. There we go. No shrine here. Fair. You've won. Alright, well with how my equipment is right now, I am most certainly going to clone the Humphead present rather than go for the clone gun to Cosmic Ocean. Means we'll have less bomb and rope resource potentially, but if I can get good equipment here, it goes a very long way. Ooh. One populated lake here. Dude, listen here, man. Come over here, though. Thanks. Okay, so we got Pitcher's Mitt. Not exactly the piece of equipment I was hoping for, but certainly a piece of equipment we deserve. We do have good equipments for doing the lava skip too, which is now going to be a requirement. All right, here we go. Okay, there's the Yang area. It's gonna drop this off at the end here. Did I just get poisoned? You son of a gun. Not really a big deal, but perhaps a little unfortunate. What's going on down there? Really? Hold on a second, I'm gonna look around. We got a moment here. It's definitely possible there's a free skip here. Like this is going down quite far. Okay, just a dead end then. Ooh. Waiting for the poison to tick here. Thankfully, clearing the poison will be very easy on this level, as the hamster is always here, or damsel rather. Drop this off now. Okay, so we're clear of poison when we get out of here. Nice. Take that, you ridiculous crab. Dude, how many crabs are on this level? Get a grip, crabs. Not seeing any crates or anything back here. Fair. Alright, we got simple gold vortex. Simple gold vortex. Looking for a simple gold urn with a swirl on it. Easy. Poison's cleared. Listen here, I did not anger Kali. I did not. Did not. Get our spike shoes in here. Guaranteed equipments. Could technically get compass too, it's just not required. Later, Tater. All right, here we go. Oh. Here on 6-2, we need to get the urn. We're looking for simple gold vortex. So it's a simple face golden urn with a swirl on it. Simple face gold urn with a swirl on it. Where's it at? There's simple gold bat. Simple gold eye. Hey, thanks, Pixel. Appreciate that. Good luck. Always appreciated playing Spelunky. Simple gold bat. Simple gold vortex right here. That's the one. There. That's a bomb. Easiest bomb of the run so far. Going up. Got him. The spark traps can definitely ignite bomb bags that are on the ground, but I don't think it happens if you just does a lit bomb. Definitely light like bomb bags though. Same with flaming bodies. Just practice for League lads. Is the main tip. Also worth noting, if you do not press an input, you will not stick. Whipping as you go through gaps is another tip, because that will stop you from grabbing onto the wall. Okay, there was definitely no thing here, but there's got to be Waddler. I gotta get this. Where is Waddler? Excuse me? There he is. Using D-pad for sure. Alright, so we weren't going to get anything from the clone gun anyways. That's nice. Definitely going to be bombing this tube. around here. Then we'll take every crate we can see because there are equipment we'd still like to have. That being said, I'm totally fine with my equipment set right now. Just I'd prefer to have green glove on hand. That is a segment indeed. Oh no. Ooh, that was nasty. I thought we could get up there, but we can't. At least we have a vertical tie out here to catch up. That was a near disaster. Luckily, almost does not count here. Ropes. Nice. Get him, got him, good. We'll let this water depopulate. Looking good. Woo. Alright, we did it all the way from 1-1 to Cosmic Ocean. We're here again. So if you're new to this mode, is the ultimate optional challenge for any Spelunky 2 player. Our goal here is to pop the 3 blue orbs and reach the exit. Level 7, 5 through 798. It is quite a gauntlet, but a challenge I really appreciate. Really beautiful game mode. I was gonna bomb in here. You know, not a seed without challenges, but compared to our last couple even regular seeds, this was a pretty straightforward run so far. Granted, Cosmic Ocean is a whole different beast. Got to be hyper vigilant here. We'll see in Echo Celly. I think it's going to resolve itself over time if I just wait, like, if I try after the stream. I'm going to report it to the Discord either way. But honestly, the timing wasn't bad for it. Bloop. I'm relatively certain it'll resolve, but if not, I'm sure that'll get fixed. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Yes, I have around 80 Cosmic Ocean victories, including back-to-back-to-back duat runs, which is the Onkless route. Did I tarp myself in here? I kind of did, man. Weird exit. Let's get this cleaned out, actually. I mean, I kind of want this, but at the same time, it's kind of a risky location. So where is this third orb at? It's gonna be left-hand side here. There be. Oh, dude. That was rude. Luckily, being poisoned here is, like, not that big of an issue with Lods, but that was an unfortunate circumstance for sure. Oh, okay. Well then. An arrow stub right there. Not even getting closer. Dare say that level was a jerk. Alright guys, I'm just going to take a short breather here. Just going to stand and stretch real quick, use the restroom, grab some water. Be back in just a minute. All right. Sitting back down. Thanks for your patience there. Let's continue this run. Alright, so we did get poison, but on a good note, if you're going to get poison, Vlad's Cape is the equipment you want for that, because you get double blood. It's very easy to maintain or even gain a health count when you have Vlad's Cape. We also no longer have to worry about being poisoned by other stuff, so that's cool. I am not a big fan of that location of that orb. See on that one. Oh. Hey there, Magdalion. Good evening. Yeah, the problem is, like, if I drop down and hit that, I am definitely in trouble. So I think the way to do this is here. Gonna bomb this. That's the type of scenario that would kill less experienced me, for sure. It's not that hard to figure out what to do there, but recognizing that's a problem is a skill in itself. Okay. Is orb 3? I think it is. Yep. Got him. Bloop. Do-do-do. Oh, I thought that was 3 for some reason. Okay. Yeah. It kind of puts the last orb above the exit here, I think. Yep. Oh, this level is much taller than I gave it credit for. Get Himky blasted. Yo, Magdalene, thank you for that very generous 10 gift sub package. Really appreciate that. Thank you for all your generosity. Not just today, throughout all the years. Appreciate you very much for all the amazing support. Whoa, that was interesting. That was not what I expected there. Couple of explosions. Oh. Well, let's just use a rope here. Oh yeah. Yo, Scrotus the Cat, thanks for 63 months. Super Kami Guru, thanks for 98 as well. A lot of cool people here today. Best Ring Jester, thanks for 47 as well. Thank you for an amazing hype train. Subbing is definitely the best way to support my particular content here on the site. No pop-ups, alerts, sponsored gameplay, affiliates, etc. You're all excellent. Would not have this experience without you, and I never forget it. Not once. Having a place just to hang out and enjoy games is an immense privilege. Video games are awesome. Especially this one. What a gem. Let me just... making sure we were clear there. We were. I'll take that level all day, every day. 7-second level. Sign me up, man. If you want to give me 45 or 50 more 7-second levels, I'd be appreciative. Great level too. It's really, really nice ones here so far. Getting poisoned's certainly been a challenge, but I'm accustomed to being poisoned in Cosmic Ocean. Even if I had Jetpack right now, I'd still be pretty comfortable with the poison amount. Okay, now you're just showing off, Jay. Come on, bud. Yeah, rear blocks are crushing, so yes, instant death and destruction of whatever you're wearing. Unless you're very specifically halfway out of the tile, then your back equipment can pop off one side. So that's not usual. That's one? Okay, there's two. A little confused by that, so I thought we were on the top portion for the exit here. Okay, it was one block in. As a general guideline, if you're asking if something will kill you in Spelunky, the answer is almost always yes. Whatever the worst case scenario is, that's probably what it is. As a rule of thumb. So those are 3 ropes I just don't need, alright? I'm good. Good. A little sketchy there, bud. Oyot. What happened here? Oh, I see. Ooh, he turned around too? Yuck. Yuck. Okay, that can be our last orb then. I heard one go off. That might have actually been two. That noise seemed a lot like two. It was one though. One, two. Okay, this is a pretty massive level. It's not how I meant to throw that bomb, but I certainly did. Yo, Platinum Clips, thanks for 35 months. One more for 3 years. Amazing. I don't like this side of the level. I'm gonna cut across here. Serious complications there. Yeah, I don't really need a third shoot here. Wow. Spicy boy Hecky lad right there. Ooh. Tasty treat. Enjoy that. Yeah, it's gonna be our last orb right there. Gonna leave that one for last, because this level has a peculiar feeling already. Fine, when you get a weird feeling playing Spelunky, it's just best to trust your gut. Yo, Hellzills, thanks for 25 months. Glad you make it for the CO run. Always going to be a classic for my stream. I will be playing Spelunky, I think, for as long as I can. Also, I updated you all on my my wrist thing a couple COs ago, but I'm going to do that again now. So if anybody's been following, you know I've had a lot of hand and wrist issues, specifically my left wrist over the last couple years. And I went and saw a physical therapist, and they checked it out, and I got some stretches and exercises to do and stuff, and essentially I was locked at a 62-degree extension on my left wrist. And I've been doing the exercises and stretches and stuff for quite a while now, going on a year. And I was doing that like a month ago or so. And I did one, and I got a really loud pop in my wrist. And I went from 62 degrees extension to 72. And a lot of my pain has subsided. Granted, I still have a lot of general soreness and whatnot from my massive amounts of repetitions playing games and stuff. But very large improvement, and I can play Spelunky a lot more comfortably now, which is nice. But definitely not escaping the flow of time and arthritis and stuff like that. Overall, big improvements. Oh no. Okay, we got some serious problems right now. The serious problem is that lava on that site. Okay, we're fine then. Oh my god, that... Why would that elevator do that, man? Okay, well, I'm going in. Why would the level do that? Really? I don't think I believe that, actually. Yeah, we're gonna go back down the way we know it works. Don't trust you, game, alright? Okay, that's a pretty good last orb. Let's leave that one. I saw one up above here as well. I'm seeing all 3 orbs on screen now. Cute. Slower. Get me out of here. Okay, I should probably be a little more diligent on making sure we're not leaving the level as the poison pops go. It's kind of free-flowing here. With Vlad's cave specifically, the poison tick can be even more dangerous because if it ticks right before you're about to do your double jump, then you kind of lose momentum, and it can cause a pretty big problem. See if I can pull this off. Yo! 2-tile arrow whip is the toughest arrow whip to do. And in case anybody was wondering, I'm turned 40 this year on October 9th, so officially not young anymore, but also not old. Just middle-aged, that's all. In the base game, you can clear poison by turning in the Damsel or reaching the Kali poison threshold. In Cosmic Ocean, you cannot clear poison. Oh. Hey, as I always say, getting older is a privilege. Enjoying the ride. So let's be honest, 40 is pretty ancient for a Twitch streamer. To have survived this long is pretty amazing. There's always a younger, more enthusiastic model around the pipe. Just glad to be here, man. Whoa, double arrow trap? Come on, bud. 2 of them, though? Come on now. Truth is, when I first started streaming, there was maybe 10,000 streamers total. And now, tens upon tens of millions of people have tried. We're still doing it. Okay, that was not smart. Also, is this the first temple of the entire Cosmic Ocean? I think it is. Bloop. Let's leave that for last. Ugh. Yeah, I started my content creation journey in 2010. I started streaming in late 2011 and just started the 2-year livestream challenge in 2012. I initially started making videos and stuff on YouTube because I got laid off from my job in like 2007, 2008, something like that. And I did work during that time, but I also started making things. But as soon as I found streaming, I fell quite in love with it. And I started the 2-year livestream challenge. It was a crazy idea at the time, but it did happen to work out. Is this the last one? This has to be last one. Hadn't gone off yet. I don't trust this level at all. Not even a little bit. Let's just collect some blood here. Alright, I'm gonna take a risk here by going over the edge of the level. But just don't trust it. Really? I don't know about that. Why would it come from that direction? But hey, yeah, no end in sight for me. Still really enjoying streaming after 14 years. I look at it as just riding a big old wave into the beach. All creative experiences have a start, beginning, and end. Firmly entrenched in the middle, I'd say, of mine. Me and my wife often reminisce about all of the streams and channels that no longer stream since I've started streaming. To no fault of own, as I said, all creative processes have an end. It's just part of life. Again, glad to be here, able to still do this. It's been awesome so far and continues to be. My favorite thing about my channel, anyways, is that we have this no frills format and not worrying about sponsorships, affiliates. That's all thanks to your sub support. I do very much appreciate that. It is a very unique experience here on the site, and just doing entertainment in general, I mean, to avoid sponsorships is a pretty major accomplishment, I would say. Wouldn't be my recommended route for somebody getting into content production now, but my experience has been exceptional in that regard. Slower. I'm gonna wait for my poison tick here. I think it's soon. There it is. Oh my god. Oh my god, that scared me so bad. Listen here, grubs. Grubs are jerks. You have to have at least pre-roll ads on your channel, but like, just to be blunt, not playing ads on your stream if you have any kind of audience is just generally a bad idea. It's really not about the ad income for me, it's about the entire process. Just look at it this way. Twitch has an algorithm which they use to promote certain streams or whatever, right? Same way YouTube does. So, do you think that Twitch is going to promote streams that play ads or not play ads more? For me, it's not an option. You could play less ads or only have pre-roll ads or whatever. It's not about the ad income or even the viewer experience, honestly. It's simply about survival. My belief is if you don't play ads on your channel, you're going to receive significantly less algorithm promotion over time. And I think as time goes on, that will only get worse. But the minimum is 3 minutes per hour to remove pre-rolls, which is what we do here. Of course, as a creative, I prefer no advertisements ever play on my content, but that's not the world we live in or the platform we stream on. A lot of people have different views on all of that, but for me, it's simply a survival thing, not in the direct, oh, I need to have this ad income to survive. It's just like, if you really start thinking about how things are promoted and presented, there's really not an advantage to not playing ads. Hope that makes sense. Not to devalue anybody's experience, I just think that it's personally think it's mandatory. And as I've just said, we have no frills, so I've done basically the maximum amount of not making money off of advertisement as you can as a person. But I don't think not playing ads is part of that process. As nice as that would be. Oh, that was a sick whip. I like that one. And certainly advertisement revenue is nice, of course, as a content producer, but it's not the determining factor on why I play ads or how many I play. Bloop. You fell down. You died. Listen here, floppy fish. Getting a little ridiculous in here. Okay, loose floppy fish is the problem. Actually, loose floppy fish is the biggest hazard possible on tide pool. Believe it. They can flop off the edge and hit you when you're going through the level. They can also just like flop into existence and then stun you into spikes and stuff. They're extremely chaotic because you can't tell how hard they're going to flop or which direction. Never leave floppy fish alive. Hey, fair enough, Silch. Certainly spend a lot of time thinking about that kind of stuff myself. Like, I often spend a lot of time reflecting on my experience, which is a real privilege of working for myself. All of my best thoughts come from times of reflection. One of the reasons my content is the way it is. Like, everybody deserves a place to relax and enjoy things. With all of the crazy stuff going on in the world, just sometimes having a place to spend a few minutes and think about stuff is really a lot more important than the individual experiences. Without time to reflect, it's hard to get your bearings. I'm gonna put him here. Where is this last orb at, though? This level is massive, damn. Okay, it's right here. I worry if I pop this and loop around, there could be arrow traps. That's just where we're at. And I'll admit it, I often start feeling very introspective when I play Cosmic Ocean. It's a really beautiful mode for that. It's kind of a zen flow state. Same with Nova Drift. Often hit that point where it's like a very surreal, introspective experience playing. Such as the beautiful nature of some video games. Okay, where is this thing? There it is. That? Okay, that was just guts. I was like, is that an arrow? Where's an arrow coming from here? It wasn't. Bloop. Alright, this orb is really tucked in there. Debating if I can get down to it from this side, maybe. Ooh, that almost jostled me into there. Yikes. I don't want to be jostled. Yeah, but you're nothing without your stick, sir. Nothing. Oh yeah, the Cosmic Ocean soundtrack composition definitely has part to do with that feeling. It's really, I think maybe one of the best looping pieces of music I've ever heard. Fantastically composed. I need to start being a little more careful with my health here, I guess. Might even be worthwhile picking up a boomerang here to take out to farm up a little bit. Just be a little more health conscious here. Start picking up some blood and stuff. Just like that, gaining health again. Wasn't ready for that to be 3. What? Okay, that's not good. Okay. Hold on a minute. This is where I'm simply going to commit some bombs. There it is, right there. Okay, poison tick's about to go off. Oh my god. Alright, that was intense. That was a real one. Let's not do that again. We saw there's a block right next to the exit. I'm going to commit to that being the last one. That's as close as you can get to the jelly without dying, by the way. We were definitely like pixels away from being crushed. Oh! Ah! Listen here, man. Crimby. Okay, this is super problematic. I don't think that's Orb 3 either. I'm gonna bomb in here. Okay, here it is. It's 2. I mean, my fault, I guess, for sending that UFO. I guess. Okay, I tried to whip that one. Game's pulling out all the stops today. Okay. Wait, oh. Oh, man. Okay, we hit the side of the wall. Very lucky here. Very lucky. Frickin' moles. Listen here, dude. Alright, on that note, I'm just going to take a short breather. I'm just going to cool off for a minute. That's some really intense levels. Just going to Stand up, stretch real fast, use the restroom, grab some water. Be back in just a minute for the continuation of our Cosmic Ocean run. What a doozy. I don't feel like this seed's been particularly difficult, just some really sketchy situations. All right, we have returned. You know, not too bad, Sunder. We've had a couple of near-death experiences as Cosmic Ocean, and we're poisoned, but the overall layouts of the levels have not been anything compared to the last couple of Cosmic Oceans we've done. Yo, Server Lord, thank you so much for 23 months and that gift. Top Hat, thanks for 142. Sorry for missing out. And Quacked, thanks so much for subbing during that break. Appreciate that very much. Okay, I'm going to leave that for last orb. This level is often a very nice place to collect some blood, if it's large enough. The egg sacs are upwards of 12, so 1.5 HP. And some other nice stuff, too. It's an even better last orb, but do this one. A really small level, very few enemies too. I was about 90% sure Penny was going to get up after I turned her around, but she got through it. Always a bit of a calculation how much you actually want to farm blood when you're in Cosmic Ocean, because we could just run into a mummy and then get completely refilled. So how much time do we actually want to spend on gathering blood droplets when we're already halfway through and we have more than half health? Debatable. I'd say grub sacks are definitely worth it. That's a good last orb. Just gonna leave that there. Sure, agree with Pixel. You can let me know if there's a mummy or not. That'd be helpful information. We've seen 0 mummies so far. Certainly don't mind little info shares like that. It's no bigs. Exactly 0. All right. Well, that lets us know what we have to do. Thanks. I was going to continue playing like there was 0 anyways, so... Now we know. We're making the right choice. We also have the resurrection available too, so it's like we're not in health trouble in any way. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, perfect last orb, leaving that. Oh, dude. I almost jumped into that, man. Kind of a big level. But not wide in any way. You know, I'm thinking this might actually be Orb 3, but it's not. Going down. Oh, frog on the exit. Fix that up. Oh yeah, if we start getting hyper vigilant about gaining health, there's like almost no way we run out of health. I'm gonna use a rope here. Not going to be leaving any grubs on the exit. My last Cosmic Ocean ended because I walked into a grub, which bumped me into a giant fly, which jammed me into the exit. Spelunky 2 is just that good. At least we know the exit's on the edge of the level. A double bomb? Okay, then. Oh, my mistake. Triple bomb, then. It was a good Spelunky death for sure. I wasn't even upset. You know. Can always appreciate when Spelunky kills you in a new way. That's what it does. Keeps on surprising you. Teleporter? Nah. Not right now. I'm good. Teleport is actually really awesome in Cosmic Ocean because you can teleport like in between the side level. It's a very cool looking effect and quite powerful, but also extremely dangerous. I don't really want parachute active. So haven't seen the exit and also have not seen 2 orbs. No, True Crown's not a Cosmic Ocean run I'm interested in. Huh. Okay, there it is. Sketchy stuff, man. Okay, that's where the exit is. That's where the exit is. Where is this last orb? It's right there. It's a lot of explosions. I'm just gonna chill here for a sec. Good. Last orb? Indubitably. Whoa, that was kind of weird. Frickin' mole's at it again, man. Listen here, you mole. Oh, dude. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, might be okay here. All right. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. There is so much crap in the middle level. That was a filthy exit. Okay. That was my fault, like, for sure, but also dirty trick by the game there. And surviving two falls through the mid-level, really unlikely. We kind of got saved by our poison there, even. Almost always when that happens, well, more than half of the time when you fall through the level like that, you end up dying. So to have done that twice this Cosmic Ocean and not actually perished is exceptional. The game's out to get me, guys. Also, if we would have died there and onked and then got hit by that poison arrow again, that would have been devastating. So we'd be on like 2 health with the poison rather than 65. Things are definitely lining up for us on this run. The earndacity of the situation. My god. Alright. Where the heck is this last orb then? What have I missed? There it is. Alright, a sloppy couple levels here. Let's tighten up real quick. Okay. I don't know why I convinced myself that was 3, but I did. Yo, DBG Green Shadow, thanks so much for 78 months, man. 7-8. That is 6.5 years, my dude. Ooh, 12 bombs, cool. Alright, so we're pretty set up to use the bombs. Anything looks sketchy, we should just throw a bomb at it. So we have 71 bombs and only 3 levels to go. So if we average 2 bombs per level, I mean, we'd still be okay here. Yeah, I think only 1 temple so far, maybe 2. Listen here, man. Sting. It has to be bottom left here on that last orb. Bottom left-ish, anyways. There it is. When you know, you know. It's gonna bomb a few times here. Still 72 bombs. Schmovin'. Okay. Exit and double orb right there. Interesting. And one there. All right. We'll just solve our problems with bombs. Easy. Feels like it's going to be a small level. Sometimes you just know. Seeing 2 orbs right near the exit at the start of the level is no guarantee it's going to be a small level, but it definitely improves the chances of it, because how are those 3 things going to spawn near each other if it's not? Okay, that's a great last orb. Try it again. There we go. Doo, doo. Looks like it's the exit right here, with a witch doctor nearby. Indeed. 2 witch doctors nearby. Oh, yeah. Huh. Okay, I thought I saw the last orb over here, but apparently I was mistaken. That happens all the time. Hey, it's a temple. I'm just gonna pop this one. Oh, I see the exits right here. Let's just check for thwomp or whatever. No. No guarantee of no thwomp here. Nope, there's not. There's 1, 2, 3. What? Oh, it is right here. Okay, I don't want to go through there. Hey, thank you, Cuervo. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's a good last orb. I can leave that one. Schmovin'. Okay. Oh, not even a real dead guy. Shame to dead guys everywhere. That's bomb worthy. That's true, Flimbo. He probably didn't deserve that. But you know, if I walked in front of him, he would have ran mad right off that cliff, so maybe I did him a favor. Okay, I heard an orb go off. Yes, this is the daily. The daily is denoted in Spelunky 2 by the red skull on the top right-hand side of the screen. It's usually like a blue location marker if it's not the daily. Yeah, okay, I don't trust this. Okay, there it is. Boom, 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 boom. Hell no. Okay, it looks like the exit's right here too. Huh? Alright, I'm gonna leave that orb for last. It's a little bit awkward, but at least I know I have a good route into the exit if I leave that one. I think I might even bomb this one for an extra layer of safety too. Yeah, let's. All right, 775. Great run so far. Hard to be upset with 775. Was one. Oh, come on, man. Ma'am, come on. Okay, there's Croco going over the exit now. This is not good. Or over the side of the level. Gonna be diligent here to not really try to use the top of the level again. Loose Crocoman's definitely an issue. Go look over here fast. Yikes. Let's just commit some bombs. We got tons of bombs. We have more bombs than we have problems. Okay, he's still going off the edge here. This is not great. Oh, that's what I'm worried about right there. Okay. I stopped him from running. A great risk to myself, but I did stop him. In my opinion, if it clears the level for you this late, there's no wrong amount of bombs to use. How many bombs would I actually have to use per level to get into bomb trouble right now? A lot. Happy to use 10 to 12 bombs on a temple level just to make it safe. Okay, that's a really good last orb. I'm gonna find the second one where I popped out. Is that potentially orb 3? Oh. Where was this? I'm tripping right now. This level's very samey. Like there's a lot of similar looking platforms. Okay. This Cosmic Ocean has felt so chill. It's had a lot of problems that I've created for myself here, but it's felt so chill compared to the last 2 Cosmic Oceans we've done. I just found myself saying this feels like a really difficult seed the last couple, and this one, I think I've created more problems for myself than the game has created issues. Very easy to make problems for yourself in Cosmic Ocean. Not done yet, though. Ow. Was not my best moment. Has to be like right here, huh? No? What? There it is, I saw it. Yeah, rest assured I won't be letting my guard down just because it's felt easy. Okay, that's a problem. We're gonna cut across this way then. That's another problem I made for myself. I did. Hey, thanks, Thrissium. Getting to World 7 consistently is certainly the first step in getting good at Cosmic Ocean. That means you have somewhat of a mastery over the biomes. Can't really get consistent at Cosmic Ocean without consistently getting there first. Very fair statement. Okay. Percolating. Ooh-wee. What I'm surprised about currently is that after such a long break from Spelunky, that how consistently I've been playing. The muscle memory is real. Here. Huh. I don't like the location of this orb because it's kind of inside of a cubby here. Let me just clean this up real fast. Yeah, no green glove when you have the spring shoe. Like, we don't have spring shoe, the no green glove becomes a little more tedious, but really, generally not that big of a deal. The way the blocks are configured, if you're maximizing the height on each of the double jumps, there really isn't anything that you need the glove for. It just becomes a convenience thing. That being said, I'd much rather have glove. Okay, there's a block right next to the exit. It did have about 15 critters on it, so we'll clean that up here in a sec. Yes, there was a time where I didn't prefer glove in Spelunky HD, but I was a much worse Spelunky player for that. Ooh. Yeah, the glove did function a little bit different in Spelunky HD, but it eventually still became a preferred equipment for me. Learning to play with the glove was a pretty big moment for me. I was frankly quite bad at Spelunky when I first started playing it, as most people are. This game teaches you loads about taking responsibility for your own actions. Hey, definitely a good playthrough. Although, I mean, Spelunky HD is a really fantastic game. I haven't played it since 2 release because I think 2 is a little more robust and complete for an experienced player. But HD is certainly very challenging and a really nice game. One of the best. Really fantastic soundtrack on that one too. A little different style, but really nice. Slurp. You know, web gun, probably not. Probably not. Okay. Here. Yeah, that was a good choice. That is so true, Emergency Rations. If you think to yourself, ever playing any version of Spelunky, I think this might kill me, just make a different plan. So true. Also, if you're thinking to yourself, I wonder if this will kill me, the answer is yes. Yes, it will. Missed. Okay. It's fine. It's 3. That's 2. Okay. It's a fair enough way back into the exit. Ooh. I was not ready for that to be 3. Should have been. We schmovin'. 1. About to do something very risky, and I thought to myself, why even do that? No reason to, man. Calm down. Ooh. That was, uncalled for. That's 2. Where's this Orbo, then? Gotta be kind of nearby. We've seen most of the level, I think. Huh. Well, my gut's telling me it's like up in here, but let me bomb this and see what's up. If I use 10 bombs on this level, there'd be no problem. There it is. Just make sure you have a clean way back into the exit. There it is. Rimbus. So I don't know where the exit is. Now I do. Oh, it's falling straight down. I saw that. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee. Get me out of here. Woo-wee. Okay, I saw there was an orb above the exit here. This looks like a really good candidate just to use a bomb on and drop down into the exit with. Hey, thanks, Dan. Boodum, boodum. There's some reality where this is our last orb here? I think there's got to be one more on the bottom. Yeah, okay. Called that one. I'm just gonna sticky bomb this. That's even simpler than bombing and dropping through. And let me tell you, I am a sucker for a good simplification. Nah. A lot of nope on this level, man. Damn. This level's a contender. That's one. All right. One singular. At least we know this whole section is kind of cleared out. I'm imagining the other orbs being near the exit here. I got bombs. I'm gonna use them. Yeah, what did I say? They're close. Bye. You gonna fall through that? Is. Way. Oh. Got a plan now. Perfect last orb on that. I'm just going to leave that there. I wouldn't say I've been playing reckless with my health the last couple levels, but definitely haven't been trying to pick up blood and stuff. And it's reflected in our lower health pool. Which is appropriate, because after this level, there are only 2 levels remaining. Here's one. Okay. This is the last orb. Unless there's a better one over here, which doesn't appear there is. Ugh. Not close. All right, final level of Cosmic Ocean. Here we come. Level doesn't seem to be that big. I think we're like feeling very confident right now. Yeah, it's not very wide or deep. We just got to figure out where the remaining orbs are at, and the exit too, of course. Oh, that's a beaut. GG. Alright, well, always a good feeling. I don't feel like that Cosmic Ocean was particularly perilous. Like, we definitely made it harder on ourselves than it needed to be with some of our more aggressive play. But hey, a win's a win. Didn't even use the Ankh, though we certainly should have died a couple times. So you're replaced here. Alright, just over 2 hours. That's a really good time. Amazing how many of my runs end exactly between 2 hours and 2 hours 15 minutes. Dear Journal, I was law-abiding. I was a king. I like pets. I took my first damage in level 2-1. I slayed Kingu, the queen's consort. My skill, knowledge, and bravery allowed me to become one with the cosmos. Can't wait to try again. Little J. You and me both, Jay. You and me both, man. Yo, Major Tom, thank you for 100 months. 100. Legendary. Hey, there you go. Number 2, just below Agreeable Pixel, which is in the chat. Great stuff. Okay, number 3 on crossplay. Good run nonetheless. Like 7 players made $7.99 so far. A few minutes left to report still. Awesome. Well, all right, everybody. That's going to conclude today. Before we sign off, though, I want to see if this this thing with Bollock's Pit actually bricked my save. I'm going to make a bug report with the dev either way, but I have a feeling we're going to be able to continue our run here. Okay, yes. Everything's fine, guys. Everything's fine. While we were gone. So, there was some sort of glitch with the gathering huts, right? Like, there was some sort of glitch here with the gathering huts where they were standing outside, and when I went to harvest, there was some kind of issue. Like, they were... It created a bug where there was, like, phantom units on the playfield. But that's resolved itself now. All we had to do is wait for the timer on the Gatherer's Hut to line up. And it looks like as of harvesting here that all the timers are now synced, which is technically good. But our save's not totally bricked, which is nice. But alas, that's going to conclude today. Thank you all for the great time, wonderful company, awesome conversation. Had a great time playing Bollock's Pit and getting to $7.99 on that Spelunky 2 daily. I'll be back for some more tomorrow, almost certainly. Appreciate you all very much. Thanks for the questions, comments, conversation, and your support, of course. Lots of good conversation today as well. I think you're all excellent and amazing. We'll look forward to our next stream. Until then, keep it dapper and be good to each other. Take her easy.